3/18/2019. All right, people, this is Stephany. I'm with God's Chosen Street Ministry. Been asked to testify about how I got off psych meds. A lot of people say that psych meds are the way out, and I run into a lot of people after I had lost my daughter. After I lost my daughter and she got taken from my arms, I really flipped my lid. Then I ran into this place, and I got locked up for about 4 years. And I had to deal without my daughter. I had to be without her. It was really tough, really tough. I had not been baptized at that time, so I could see why. And I just really flipped my lid, went back into drugs, and just did whatever. And then they ended up locking me up. And I didn't know how to deal with that pain. So after that, I ended up staying on psych meds. After 4 years, I got out of the facilities. And then I was in an abusive, extremely abusive relationship. And this man would always constantly tell me, and I had been baptized, I had been saved. And this man would always constantly tell me, because he knew I was on psych meds and they had me under control. And I found out through God that I didn't need those psych meds. And when this man would abuse me and constantly call me the effing retarded B word, and just constantly tell me, if I asked him a question, he would flip out and just sit there and tell me F you and go take a pill, you effing retarded B word, you good for nothing, you're nothing this, you're nothing that, you're not worth it. He would tell me all kinds of vulgar things. And I knew then I had to make a choice, and it took me about 2 or 3 weeks, but I started making a choice, and boy, was it so tough. It was so tough to get off those pills, because at this point, with having them forcefully stuffed down my throat and losing my rights, I didn't have a choice but to take them, and I didn't want them, but they made me take them. So when this happened to me, I just thought I had to take them. And then when I surrendered my life unto our Lord Jesus Christ, here came this moment where I was forced to make a decision whether to keep taking these pills or not. And so I sat there and I thought about it and I prayed about it. And one day I got in a fight with my ex, and it was so violent that it just seemed like he wanted me on those pills so he could keep throwing the pills in my face, so he could keep abusing me and controlling me. I knew right then I was just under control of something that shouldn't have control of me. And when this happened, I prayed about it, and one day when we were fighting, he kept putting this pill hand. He kept throwing these pills into my hand, saying, "Take your pills, effing retard. Take your pills, effing retard." I threw those pills across the room one time, and I said, "I'm giving it to God." And he picked them up and he put them back in my hand. And he said, "Take them, you effing retard. You need them." And I said, "No." And I threw them again, and I said, "I'm giving it to God." And when I did this, he put them in my hand one more time and said, "Effing take your pills." And I said, and I threw those pills across the room. And I said, "I'm giving them to God." And I gave it up. And ever since then, God's been taking those voices and taking them away, because I found out those voices are nothing but demons, and 99% of your sicknesses are demons. They're demons. So don't let the mental health system fool you. They're demons. Praise God, because now I'm cleaned up. I'm sober. My brain is restored by Jesus Christ. And I'm here to testify. And I tell you, get off those pills if you can. And if you have to wean yourself off of it, go for it. Don't let no man and don't let no pill control you, because God's in control. I learned that the hard way. It was tough, but I got it. Peace out. Praise Jesus.